Ahoy hoy, GeoNoob back again on the 2nd of July, 12:45. I guess it's Wednesday. I'm going to continue on with a community world and see if I can beat my record, which is proving elusive, 23,411, so I need a really good seed for that. And get a good country streak. I've got an add-on for streaks, gonna get in and play. So currently my streak is 0. So a fresh start. Just having a look, that's a Canadian flag. I'm not sure what the other flag is actually. Probably a province flag, but I don't know which one. Looks like we've got a boat ramp nearby, so it's probably a lake, I'd guess. A lake nearby, probably this way. Ooh, hello. Look at this for a playground. They've got a whole ship here. That's very cool. The deck's quite high. I think kids falling off that gonna create some broken arms. Abby, how's it going? Check out this playground. They've got a full-on ship there. I'm gonna rate that very highly, 9.5. Danger level is pretty high too, because they've got the crow's nest as well. And just a lone slippery dip boat off in the distance there. I'm not sure about this, there's a province flag over here I think, which I don't know which one it is, but somewhere in Canada here. Not sure how to identify. Cul-de-sac is French I think, but it's kind of ubiquitous. Whoops, there's a stop sign there, I should have checked. Where did it go? Over here. So, kind of went a bit past it. It says arrête, so I guess it's Quebec. And where's the water? I don't know, there's a boat ramp somewhere around here. I think this way, which is kind of south. That checks out. I'll go for 3 rivers. I think that's right. Trois Rivieras. Or maybe somewhere here. It's quite a small town by the looks. Louisville, maybe. Not really. It was a lake. I kind of thought a lake, and then I thought it could be the river there. 454, not a great start. Got a country guess though. Where's my country streak counter? Okay, I probably lost that. Have to count in my head. Not sure about that signage with the yellow. Can I get up here? It's certainly very snowy and slushy. Just stop. Got a notice board somewhere in Europe, I'd guess. Ooh, here's a bollard. It's a really tall bollard. Kind of like... It's probably Sweden. Got short dashes here. I like the snow coverage. That's very cool. Can I locate QA? Q? I hope I'm not hallucinating Sweden here. I think that's right. It's like a German bollard. They have it in Switzerland as well, kind of. A few other places. But I think Norway and Finland, a similar bollard, but one of them's circular, one's narrow, one's very angular, I forget which. So I'm going to commit to Sweden here, probably fairly north I guess, although it probably gets snowy all over the place. Are? No. So I'm guessing this is not a huge place. Sveg, Ange, Brunflo. Don't really see it. There's a ton of towns. I'm just going to plonk this somewhere. It's kind of like, I don't know if that's some low hills in the distance there, or just a clutch of trees. Probably we're in a little valley here. Gonna stay away from the mountains over here. Oh wow. Okay, that was a bit of a fail, 961 kilometres away. And what does this say on the road? It's got kilometres per hour. Electronica. It's got this pole. 60 kilometres per hour, driving right. It's Brazil, of course. This should be some good points. And it's Brasilia petrol station, I think. Hang on, there's some town names up here. Don't recognise any of those. Amoranas, Palestina do Cariri. Palestina. Doesn't ring a bell. What town are we currently in? What was that? Is that a bird's nest? That's a huge electrical fire threat, I think. It's not good for humans or birds. The BR116 milligrams. BR116. I think that's... I've been mistaken before thinking BR's near Brasilia, but I don't know that that's the case, to be fair. Don't actually see any... Oh, BA. Where is Brasilia? Got MGs and DFs. Geos. I can't remember, I saw a BR, where's a BA? A BR somewhere up here or down near Rio, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a logic to it, but I'm just not. Oh, hang on. What about the state? MG. So MG is in the state of Rio de Janeiro. I don't think that's helpful. Wish I could remember some things sometimes. MT. I'm stumped. I'm not sure where BR is. I've got to pay attention this time. I think it's probably specific to a certain area, but I just do not recall. Here's BR. Here we go. The 116. Got the 460. That's quite high. So what area are we in? Roraima. Are there any other BRs? Don't see them around here. Maybe I'll click this area anyway. It's kind of a dearth of roads. Is dearth not many, or is it a lot? I forget. BR203, okay, I'm kind of closer. Could be somewhere up here, surely. I'll just plonk. Hope for the best. Oh my gosh. I don't see the BR road. That's disappointing. Here's the petrol station. There's a nightclub. We're outside the Volcano nightclub. I didn't actually see that. It wouldn't have been helpful, but it'd be nice to see. Driving left here. Is that yellow centre lines? It appears to be. This has got to be Indonesia, I guess. Efteling Intiv? I'm not sure. Look at this bus station. Bus shelter, sorry. Wow. It's a patchwork. There's a lot of seating. It's actually a tiled seat on a concrete base, and then it looks like they've built the roof and then put a few extensions on. There's no bus sign. I'm pretty sure it's a bus shelter. Kind of like an Indonesian style roof, which is cool. However, it's taken a bit of a beating from the weather, I think. So the design and the functionality is top notch. So I'd give that, for design, maybe an 8.5. And execution too, it's not an easy one to do. Needs repair though, so that'll bring the points down to, I still think it's pretty good. 7.5. It's a bit dilapidated. Can't go higher than 7.5. I don't know what island we're on here. Berawak kind of rings a bell, but maybe I'm thinking of Sarawak. Sarawak? I don't think this is Sulawesi weirdness or anything like that. I think I'll click here. Don't see any water about. Okay, there's Kalimantan. It's disappointing, 897 kilometres away. What's the score so far? 11,000. And I'm on round 5. Could do better. Morgan Beef is this way. I guess this is like South Africa. Is this a sealed road? I think it is. Here we go. This sign looks odd. Like it could be Botswana. Just know the green in Botswana is a bit off. Welgevonden. It does sound Dutch though. What are the other places? I've forgotten. Stroudpan. Is this Eswatini grass? Maybe. Maybe that's why the colouring's off on the sign. Big Bend. That's not it. Forbes Reef. What are they referring to there? I think the reef's not necessarily oceanic. Pig's Peak. That's cool. I don't know. I think we could be Botswana here, but I'll go Eswatini. That would be a nice get. It wasn't. It was just nearby Johannesburg, South Africa. It's kind of close. Not super close. 287. Disappointing. So 15,401. That's an easy improvement. I can easily improve on that. Let's get into it. Maybe not this game, but one game I can improve on 15,000. So this is really flat and deserty. Got a rail line nearby. Someone's had a disaster. That's a big tyre blowout. You see a few tyre blowouts in GeoGuessr. At the most, I saw one the other day. It's like in the mountains in Colombia or something, right on a blind corner, and you can actually see them changing the wheel. I guess this is Jordan. Should I try and locate it? Aquabar. I think Aquabar could be locatable. Where do they put Jordan? Here. Here's Aquabar. Nice. And it's kind of to the south. And we're north of Ma'an, probably on the 15, I guess. And then we've got an off-road to Fusfat. What was the other one? Abyad. How far north? This is when scanning is a bit annoying, is like not knowing how far north on the road. I wonder if I go a little further to the intersection, whether I could get a number, a road number. So if we're going south, it actually bends to the west. Going south bends to the west at an intersection. There's an intersection and then a bend. Is it west or east? A bend to the west, surely, and a road off to the west. It's difficult to make out the roads here. So it's a bend to the east. No, that's a bend. Yeah, a bend to the west here. I don't know. It's somewhere here, surely. So where was... I didn't mind that. Not actually sure which road we're on. Maybe the... I don't think that fits. What happened behind us? God, I'm spending too much time on this. It's like, who cares? It's going to be nice and close. I'll just guess there. Okay, 70 kilometres away. Let's just double check where it was. There's a parking lot. I didn't see the parking lot and the truck stop. I forgot about the rail line actually. I think that was there. I don't see the bend. Here it is, bend to the west. Road to the west. It's actually like an intersection. Disappointing, 4816. Could do better. Driving left here. Got a crescent in the window, which is kind of curious. Goats. I've come across a lot of goats lately, and a house under construction. Very cool. Two people working on it. It could take a little while. Let's check the language here. This could be Bangladesh, I guess. Driving left, yeah, I think that's right. Correct. And the plate, I think, is good for Bangladesh as well. Not sure about this tuk-tuk. Water beside the road, that's a Bangladeshi thing. In terms of whereabouts, I'm not too sure. This looks like a ad for a doctor. Not too sure. I like in the Philippines when someone graduates or whatever, they've got posters celebrating their graduation and things like that. I think there's coconuts. It's kind of like the same Filipino vibe with a lot of political posters and just, I guess, celebratory posters. I don't think we're near a river here, so maybe I'll go nearby just shore. 186 kilometres away, that wasn't great. It's the cement factory here. There was a farm and a mosque, pump mosque, and a motorcycle repair shop. Didn't see that. Here's some military machinery by the looks. Ooh, interesting. That is really interesting. This is not... just looking at the trucks here, I thought Russia, but I actually think this is... I can't remember Finland or... It must be Norway. I think Finland has this snow pole, but the white is at the top. And Sweden and Norway, they're midway down. And I think possibly Finland has a similar pole to this, but the black background's angular. I hope I'm not misremembering that. This, I guess this is an audible line on the edge here. I haven't really seen that before. It's a very nice road running north-south. Probably a major road, I'd guess. How to make a not terrible plonk here. It's a divided road. So what did I decide? Norway. Hopefully it's not Finland. I want a more major road than the 51. Kind of running north-south. How far north? It's got pines and things. I don't know where the pine coverage is. I guess birches would be further north. I'm not too sure. Not a divided road. Maybe I should just plonk this somewhere middle. Although middle Norway is kind of far north. Maybe south of middle. Where would they put the military? This place just A. That's curious. Nearby Bestjøstad. I think the place is actually called just... I'm not sure what the A with the circle on top sounds like, but maybe the E6. Is that a divided road? It is for a bit. We're not in civilization, maybe here. Nearby Gulvaj camping? Maybe. Maybe that's where the military's going. No. That was Sweden. Crap. Stupid bollards. Where's the bollards? Sweden. So, okay, fine. Sweden has this type. The thick type and the thin type. So what about Norway? Norway's angular. Not a circle. And Finland is angular as well. I feel cheated. So Norway has double dots. Finland, I guess, has a reflector on each side. Oh, disappointing. I thought I had it there. Still 571 kilometers away. Better than a standard Russia guess. So they've got kayaks in here. Or are they, whatchamacallits? Paddleboards? Possibly. I think we're in Switzerland here. Beach Club Pizzeria. It never occurred to me how... It says Calander. And there's an ibex on there, which is kind of curious. It never occurred to me how popular and widespread pizza is. Pretty sure... Oh, that's not a bit... There probably is one. There's probably a GeoGuessr map with, like, pizza locations around the world. So this is a lake amongst the mountains somewhere in... they've got beach volleyball, kind of. Somewhere in Switzerland. It looks summery. Maybe nearby Lucerne. Or, hang on, let me think about this. Maybe to the north here. They're actually pretty big mountains, so don't know what to make of that. Beatenberg. We've got caves nearby here. Is this ferries? I don't think this is not a big lake, surely. It's kind of big. I don't think it's big enough to have ferries there. I'm going to back away from that one. How about this one? And the lake is to the north, so we'll go on the south here. There's a bus stop. Camping Ewell, how about that? Not really. Quite far. It's nearby St. Moritz, which I have heard of. As a big tourist town. Maybe George Clooney has a house on St. Moritz, I forget. Oh, there's the pizzeria. And Osteria. So Wally by Beach Club. That doesn't really make too much sense. So what was the lake? It doesn't really matter. Silvatplanersee. Anyway, that's fine. Yellow centerline, more bollards. I was trying to screw up the bollards this time. This is Italy or Albania. Surely. Ooh, interesting. It kind of looks like Cyrillic. This is Russia. Yeah, I think Russia has a bollard like this. So here's a good opportunity to region guess in Russia. I do not know. It's not too populous. It's kind of a bit of an odd one, actually. I'm not 100% sure it's Russia. These chevrons are a bit odd. I wonder if it's outside, like all the way northwest. Oh, hello. What's going on here? I think they're just probably mushroom hunting. I think they've come back from there. The boots look dirty. So I think mushroom hunting is pretty popular in Russia. They could be hunting something else. Whoops, I don't want the map there. There's a bit of a lake. I just want to fast travel up here and see if there's something. There was something. A sign. It doesn't tell me too much. I'm not even sure what it's referring to. It has the... Could be a G, I'm not sure. The BI, which is specifically Russian. It's a really odd landscape for Russia. Let me check. I thought maybe somewhere up here. It's got some lakes and things. If it's wrong, it's going to be very, very wrong. Is there a road? Actually, I don't know what the road coverage is either. It's probably not too much. Kind of like here. Is there a lake nearby? Here. Okay, wow. It was a lot further north, but regionally, 190 kilometers in Russia, and that was a big commit. I'm very happy with that. 4,500 points. Why is my map... Oh, I just zoomed out way too far. So this is not too far from Murmansk. Wow, I'm really happy with that. That's like a 5k in Liechtenstein or something. 22,193, still not a record. Not my personal record. Which is nowhere near an official record. Not sure what's with the plates here. I'm not sure why this guy's driving so close. It's like trying to final destination himself here. Or themselves. That could go very badly. I don't know what their plan is. Driving right. Got a globetrotter, so could be anywhere. A lot of trucks though. Very chunky yellow centre lines. You're really supposed to leave 2 seconds to the car in front, or truck. Got this drainage here, which is probably a thing. Even the Google cars are a little close. So this is Chevy. There's a blue top of the plate there. It could be Mexico, I'm not too sure. That's a skinny arrow. I think Mexico has chubby arrows. So what other options? Let's check this sign up here. This could be useful. The BR 392. Are we in Brazil? Probably. Was it the 392 I saw before? At the BR road. Not even sure if this is Brazil. Driving right. Yellow centre lines. That checks out, I think. Where were the BR roads? There's one up here somewhere. AM. God, scanning for BR roads again. I hate it. BR. No, this is RR. Man, maybe I hallucinated before. So where was the other one? It's down here somewhere, I forget. MA, TO's Tocantins, surely. Do you not get the... I should probably look at the Plonket for Brazil. Have a quick scan after this round. BA for Bahia. Not sure we're in Brazil here, but yeah, it was all the way south. Rio Grande do Sul. So let's just check Plonket for Brazil. Two-letter acronym. That did not check out. What about the roads? Blue road markers, the road number and a kilometre can be seen. But what does it refer to? Unless it's just Brazil, which is completely useless. Well, kind of helped me get Brazil there. It's like Vietnam with the H roads. I have no idea what the H refers to. Maybe there's no logic to the road numbering. Vexing. Anyway, how many points was that? 2,500 kilometres away. I would have been better going Uruguay. So I've got this. Which is like Thailand or something. I forget. Surely we can get some language here which will help out. Is that Cambodian or what? I think that's Thai. Yeah, it's got to be Thai. Fine, that's good. Phew, that looks like an Indonesian roof. So black and white bollards, I think, is Thailand. If I haven't screwed this up completely. I think this might be advertising. It is. It's advertising. Monks, I'm not sure that that's specific to a region. There's this thing, which is kind of curious. Oh my gosh, it's a huge statue in progress. A face. I guess it could be the Buddha, but I've not seen one like that before. What year is this? They've probably finished that now. Could probably go into the new coverage and see what's how it turned out. But I do not know where Phetchaburi certainly seems. There's some foundation here. Is there a zebra? No, it's a white tiger. There's something going on around here. Something religious-y and tigery. What about this? It's like a donkey seat. A llama? The dragon? They're very curious. I don't know where it is though. Thought maybe around here. Give that a shot. No, there's a lot further south. What's going on there? Have they got the statue listed? Auto repair shop, home audio store, Nomfouten intersection market. There's a hospital nearby. The Beach Society. Oh, it's a restaurant. Do not know about that statue. So where were we? Did we go this way, I think? Missed this sign, which had Cha. That may have been useful. Maybe I didn't go this way. Now I'm lost. Anyway, I don't know. It was a big statue of a face. Is there Cha here? I thought Cha was a place I knew, but I guess not. 489 kilometers away. That stank. That's a pretty bad guess. Thailand's on the list. Thailand is on the list to get better at, because I think there's a lot of clues around there, but there's always a lot of signage. And now we are in. Let's do a quick playground check. Can't get close. Seems pretty standard. Not sure about this concrete pipe. I'm sure that'll appeal to the kids though. Climbing through a grubby concrete pipe. It's pretty standard, but nice, plastic, clean. 7.5 points. This language though, I thought maybe we're in some public exercise equipment too. Very good. I thought maybe we were in India here. Maybe not. I'm not sure about this language. I don't think it's Thai again. Surely it's not. Getting a driving direction would be kind of useful. Left. Just trying to think if the language is. I don't think it's Sri Lankan. I wonder if it's Cambodian? Maybe. Normally you'd see. No, it is Thai. Yikes. Try and get a better guess in Thailand here. In Lopburi. That was better. 180 kilometers, 4,500 points. Sometimes the stylized Thai kind of screws me up. Difficult to pick up on. I've got a water tank or a septic tank. Very red soil. There's probably a reason for that. Let's check the language here. Lake Basin Development Authority. Ministry of Education, so it's got schools. Obviously in Kenya. St. Brigida, I think, girls' secondary school. I like that they've always got the PO box. Normally they say Eldoret. I'm not familiar with our motto, in God we achieve. Let me just check that name again. It was Eldoret. I'm not sure about the coverage in Kenya. and how big Eldoret is. Oh, here it is. Nice. Here's a bus. I think this might be a community hall or something rather than a bus stop, bus shelter. Difficult to say, maybe it is. It seems like an odd place to congregate. It was donated by the Honourable Milka Chumba. You got these things here. It's maybe to wash clothes. Just judging by the pants here. I think there's a trough to hold water. I'm not going to rate that as a bus shelter because I'm not exactly sure what it is. Hopefully it shows up on the map. So we're at a crossroads here. Kind of going east-west. Is it offset? No, there isn't. And then a bend. I don't know. Don't know how close to town we are. I could travel around, but I'm kind of lazy. Oh, where's the Bridgetta school? Bridgetta. Who cares? It's somewhere around here. It's kind of a lot further away than I thought. Nearby the shopping centre. Cap Katembo shopping centre. Yeah, that's the intersection. Like a 5-way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't list any bus stop or anything. A bit unknown as to what that structure was. But we know who donated it, so that was 4917 points, so that's nice. A horsey town. With a car park. Actually it's a racetrack. Singapore Turf Club, I think I kind of know where that is. This is going to show my ignorance. I thought it was... Is it near Changi somewhere? I thought about going there sometime. Should be easily located though, right? Sentosa is touristy. Where do they put the turf club? Is it near the zoo? There's a park here. Bird paradise. I shouldn't be scanning for this. This is a waste of effort. I thought it was over here somewhere. Country Club. Changi Jurassic Mile. I think maybe I've been to... Is that where they have all the dinosaurs? Difficult to say. I thought it was somewhere around here. Just drop it. Okay. It was nearby Woodlands. 16 kilometres away. Still super good points because Singapore... It doesn't... you have to zoom right in to get... Cheval, I think, is a horse in French. Why it's in French, I have no idea in Singapore, but yeah, you have to zoom right in. I really thought it was over near the airport. I guess that would scare the horses. 19,536, not great. We're between Gadros and Zentes. Let's check the bus here. Ooh, hello, that's a lot of windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the driver's window. Driving right. Come back from shopping. I don't know what the max speed on that one is. Very cool dude. Impagez. Just can't quite figure out the language here. The road lines are quite chunky. Or the bus stop. I don't know about the bus stop, the language, or the road. That's a French car. Got one strip of blue. Homemade pole. Not painted at the bottom. I wonder if this is like, what am I thinking? Gadaros. I don't know what I'm thinking. Croatia, North Macedonia. The places that I don't know. If I saw a bollard, that might help. $12-ton limit on the road doesn't help me. I've got a public notice board. No, it's just a. What is this? It's got some glyphs underneath the sign. Man, I'm stumped. It's a holy pole. Hungary. I think maybe Hungary. Poland. What was the Poland? All the holes go to the bottom of the pole in Poland. If I saw a bollard there, I could definitely make that out. I don't really like the language for. There's a Z in there though. Maybe it is just Poland. I'd be kind of annoyed if I went Poland and it was Hungary. And vice versa. I think I'm going to go Hungary. Just because it looks a bit odd, the language for Poland, I think. There's Papa, Zerk, Moor, Axe, Tatar, Dabas, I don't know. It's going to plonk there. Okay, it was Hungary. Phew. I rarely ever get Hungary as a round, so kind of happy. Next. Just checking OBS. The bit rate's low. That's a shame. I don't understand the internet here is sometimes very good and sometimes shocking. For split seconds. Kind of surprised me, Vietnam's internet is generally. What's this guy just following? Creepy. Unless this is Tracker or something. Possibly India. Not sure about the cyclos here. Does it have a I'm not sure about that pole. It looks very DIY. They're painting a fence. This gives me like island vibes. Fiangonana Mbenja. What are they wearing? Let's just check on that. Clothes. There's a bit of trash about the place. So it's kind of riding on the right. This kind of looks Greek, but I don't think that could be possible. Surely not. So they've just got cyclos here. On the left. It's difficult to actually say which side of the road. It's got to be Indonesia or something. Washing day. Looks like it's hand washed, which is the worst. Cool little fellow here, hanging out in his underpants, or her underpants, not sure. really stumped here. Is it Madagascar? I think I've had Madagascar once. I'm sure it doesn't look like this. I had Reunion the other day. This is a long way from the equator. It's like a South Pacific island or something. I have no idea. Here's a sign. Okay, I need this sign. I've got a couple of minutes left. I can't make that out. Is this Ghana? Rwanda. I can't even tell if it's African or Asian. Maybe Rwanda. Is that a cat? I think it is. That's just a cat stalking the ducks. Turkeys? I'm not even sure what the birds are. Possibly turkeys. What happened to the cat? Anyway, it's these palms and bananas. I'm not sure if that would be a Rwanda thing, possibly. This is too difficult. Surely it's Asia. Surely it's Africa. I'm going Rwanda. I've got no clue. I'm not even sure what I should be looking at to try and get this one. Just click somewhere. It was Madagascar. I kind of abandoned that because I didn't know Madagascar had all the palms and the banana palms and things like that. That's a shame because I did consider it. 2,400 kilometers away. And now I've got a Lidl. Interesting. What's this? It's like a blobby man. Kind of 5 steps. It's got shoes and a hat, I think. On the E77. Podzamok. E77 and the 59. Man, this is so hard. I've kind of got myself confused by the language again. This is 4 main windows, 1 back window and 1 front window. And I've got a bus shelter here, all white, which is that's a choice. I haven't seen that before. Difficult to keep clean. Got a Modesty screen at the back. Translucent but not transparent. Very modern. Bet you the glare off that when the sun's high is fierce. So I think they have a bin. Kind of a cool seat. I'm just going to give that 6.5. I'm not very impressed. I wonder if this is Czechia or Slovakia or something. What do I know? I've forgotten the language tips for Czechia. I think the E has a hat in Czechia. E77 or the 59. It's not a good thing to go off unless you know the country because they're often shared. But we've got E-roads, which is encouraging. The 59. What about Slovakia? E77 and the 59. If the 59's nearby, here's the 59. between Cuban and Podzamok. There's Lucky. 77 comes up here and the 59 comes up here. Is it the same road number? I'm not too sure. Oz Centrum something something. What was it? Cuban. Just need to find Cuban and then we're sweet. Although I think it could be here somewhere. Oh, here's Dolny Cuban. Yep. 33 kilometres. And Podzamok's 24. Where is Podzamok? What direction is that? That's kind of south, actually. I'm looking the wrong way. And there's Podzamok there. If I scan for a Lidl, I wonder if I could find it. Are we in Babin? The 59 and the 77. So we're kind of over this way. Co-op Jednota. There's a train nearby as well. It could be more like here. A lot of co-ops. I don't see any Lidls. Do I see a train station or something like that? There's a kind of an odd speed limit sign. A Lidl and a church by the looks of it. Is there a train? The Hotel Limba. Okay, let me just do a sense check here. Cuban, Podzamok. So 24 kilometres away. Gosh. Just lost it. I was doing some logic here, but there's the Hotel Limba and the Lidl nearby the roundabout, 16 kilometres away. I didn't mean to be in Podzamok, obviously. Podzamok. Because it was going to be 24 kilometres away. A bit slow on that one. 4956, decent points though. I was very concerned about it for a bit there. Some very wide white lines. Bald hills. White arrow and black for the chevron. All white lines. Looks a bit dry for Bolivia. I don't know what to make of it. All white would be Europe somewhere, surely. Is there some cows? No. Maybe I'll just fast travel a little bit. I think there's a little sign up here. I think it's just a curve sign, but an exclamation mark. I have seen that before, but I don't know where. There's a wacky car. It's like an impossibility, I think, for the tyre tracks to cross like that. But I get there I understand their call out. This is Cyrillic. It's a chicken. It's a chicken with something. It's Greek. Wow, what an idiot. I made that mistake the other day. Greek. I'm not sure if it's an island or not. Probably not. I'm just going to plonk somewhere in the hills. In the Koziakis. It was further south. Whoops, I didn't mean to open that up. Okay, I'll try and remember that for next time. The hills around here. The centre of, north of, nearby Megalopolis. So it's 236 kilometres away there. Looks like they ran out of petrol. Had to run and get some more there. That's interesting. The gendarme, which is the French police. Is this vehicle overloaded? I don't think so. There's space for one more. I guess this is Senegal, if they've got gendarmes. I didn't realise they did. It's a bird in flight, very cool. Kind of newish roads as well. Look at the stop sign. Ooh, it's cooked, but it does say stop. Tuba and Taif. And Kelcom. I think it should be Senegal. I don't know Tuba. Oh, here's Tuba. Where's Taif? Taif is here. Are they opposite directions? They are. We're heading south between Tuba and Taif. And what's the other one? Kelcom. I don't see Kelcom. Could be here. Is there a... yeah, okay. So where's the actual seed? So where's that... Oh, okay. So it's kind of to the south. So we're probably up here somewhere. Are we at an intersection or not quite? We are at an intersection. So we're on the road? Yeah. So we're kind of here, I think. Or, okay, maybe this is that one. That makes more sense. I think there's still the intersection here. Okay, 5k. A little further south of the intersection. I didn't quite realise, but 28 metres away, 5,000, 5k. A view of the results, 2483. That would be a nice starting seed. Okay. Where did I fail there? Madagascar. If I'd had Madagascar correct, that would have been amazing. Still possible to get a bad score in Madagascar. It seems pretty big. But try again. Cleaning the gutters. Weeding. I'm not sure what she's up to. Gotta stay occupied in your retirement. There could be 2 blue strips on this car. Should I move closer? Maybe. I think there are. I don't take this to be Albania, so I guess it's Italy. It's got this tiny road here. It's a nightmare to drive down if you come across someone else coming the other way. I don't know why I'm going up the hill. That's probably a bad idea. A massive mountain here. Well, it's not massive, but it's sizable. I wonder what happens when it rains heavily here. It's probably inaccessible, let's say. We're going into the jungle. This is not great. I don't know. Somewhere hilly in Italy, I think. I wonder if it's... I'm just going to go Sardinia. I think that's Sardinia there. It wasn't. It was nearby Florence. In these hills here. 443 kilometres away. That's a poor start. I've got the Lopi guy. 5 steps. Well, it's a bit of a sad reflection there. Whatever USAID was providing here is probably no longer functioning. It's got the wave penguin. Got the police here. It's got tuk-tuks. Just not too sure. What are they selling? I guess it's just food, not candies. Africa, I'd wager. Quite away from the equator. Don't know what to make of these poles. I think they're just wooden. Grassroots huts. What did I go for last time? Rwanda. And it was Madagascar. Not too sure about this. Got the cows here. This is not, wait, let's check. Pretty sure it's Africa. Driving right, probably. Coverage is pretty shonk. Driving right, so that could be Rwanda, Ghana, Senegal? Kind of had a good Senegal guess before. 5k, I think, if I remember back like 2 minutes. What about the plates? I wonder if this is actually, could be Middle Eastern. Surely not. It's got to be Africa, surely. I don't know how it's that hard. It's definitely like Islamic look to it. Got a Nissan, I think that's hand painted on. I don't know if it's a genuine Nissan there. By 4. Kind of stumped by this one. Ahoy! How's it going? On YouTube. It's a red plate. Okay, we're going to get a domain here. SN, I guess that's Senegal. Man, that's a tricky one. Got the gas locked away. I don't know that this is Senegal entirely, but SN, I would think so. Ah, you really get them that far south. It's just a dry patch in the middle of, whoops, I meant to open the map there. Dry patch in the middle of the green. South of the Gambia, well, southwest. Yeah, I hadn't seen a Senegal like that before, I don't think. It was tricky. Without the domain, I would have been absolutely boned. It's probably New Zealand, is it? Oop. Take that back. It's Ireland or Wales, I guess. Yes, it's got the step pole for the UK. This could be Wales. I'm surprised that give way is that short in Wales though. I would have thought maybe that's Gaelic. Gaelic? I think Gaelic. Jasper Bedley, sorry. I'm from Australia, currently in Vietnam. Had my baby born in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, at the start of this year. Eventually we'll head back to Australia, but at the moment hanging out here. It's nearly 2 p.m. in Ho Chi Minh City at the moment. I don't know, I think Wales here. I've not seen that giveaway sign before. That's kind of an interesting one. And it's the kind of thing I'd remember if I see it again. Maybe plonk Middle Wales. near Lampeter. Lampeter? It was Ireland. Darn. So I guess that was Gaelic. I thought the words were too short to for Welsh. I'm not sure what giveaway is in Welsh, but it's bound to be long, with a lot of double syllables. It's weird, I haven't used the term syllables, the word syllables in a long time. I'm not sure about this language, the DGOUA. What about the plate? I'm not sure if that's a blue border or a blue strip on each side. Kind of looks blue on both sides. That language would be odd for Italy though. It's got some kind of old shack that they're very proud of. Some very detailed information. It's got shutters. It does have shutters. It does have shutters on the windows. And this is a Hobbit house. And a park bench. I think that's what everyone's come to see by the looks of it. This couldn't be Albania, surely. Could it? Just not convinced by that plate. This is a weird Alpi, Italy. Maybe. Oh, I've got to exit out and get my streaks going again. I lost it. Is it? Maybe there's a problem with the script. I'm just going to drop this somewhere in Italy. What am I on? 4 of 5. Somewhere up here. Okay, it was all the way west. But definitely Italy. That was very vivid blue strips on the plate there. Nearby Mont Blanc. Different country though. It's Mont Blanc in France. Kind of thought it was in Switzerland. Anyway, okay, bollard test. Ooh, that's the only bollard we've got. That's interesting. I kind of want to see the green sign up close, but it doesn't look possible. Also like to see this giveaway sign. So let's check the bollards. It's a silly one which could be German or could not be German. Is that thin? It's a thin one. It's like Finland or Norway. Doesn't appear to be either of those. So that's problematic. I'd like to see some language here, that would be handy. What about the dashes? What about the bus? Vesi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not Lithuania, Latvia. Does Latvia have a pole like that? I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure what it says on the sign there. Vossi, not Vesi. In terms of, there's no shelter to judge the bus shelter. Kind of a nice coloured red wooden seat. Unrated. What about Vossi? I think it's 454 for windows on the bus. Should I go for it? I will. It was. Wow, I wasn't sure about Latvian bollard. Okay, with the number, that checks out. 4,700 points, 24.95. Not making much ground here. 20k is okay, but I'm kind of looking for 24. I feel like it's going to take an awfully good seed to get that. It's Japan, I think. Got the McCafe. Is it anywhere I know? Kagoshima, yes I do know. I think it says Kagoshima, let me just double check. Yes, Kagoshima Station, very nice. Shirayama, 204 to the Kagoshima Station, which is all... I have been to Kagoshima, so that's most of my geographical knowledge is, if I've been there, I know it. If I haven't been there, there's a gap in my knowledge. 204, don't exactly see the 204, but Kagoshima Station must be in Kagoshima. It's the 206, oh gosh, how is it so difficult to locate the 204? What direction is that? Kind of north, so below it. 210, 217. I'm not always convinced that the Google Maps get the roads correct, the road numbering. Should I just drop it here? Travelers Terminal, Kitafuto Wharf is kind of to the west. That checks out. Minami Kagoshima is probably the one. I don't see the 204. Kagoshima Chuo. Kagoshima here. Here's the 204. The aquarium. Here's the Kagoshima Honkakita Futo Ferry Terminal. Is that the place? Probably. And where's the turning there? There. On the 204. Somewhere down here, I guess. Should be close enough. 123 metres. Nearby the Minato Odori Park. See, that's how you 5k, is just have been somewhere. This one is I don't know. It's like short dashes for Sweden, but I think this angular bollard is not Sweden. It's Norway or Finland. I'd like to see some language, but I don't think that's going to happen. I forgot to cancel out and get the script working, unfortunately, for the country streaks. I wonder if they're trolling me with that bollard, because this short dash surely is Sweden. It'll be enough points anyway. I'll just guess Sweden. It was Estonia. I'm sick of this bollard with the yellow. Gosh. Anyway, what can you do? It's just vexing sometimes. Estonia, and I got a good Estonia before. I don't think there are any flat. No, that was Latvia. Okay, so it looks like we've got a K car here. No, that's a truck. My eyes deceived me. It's got to be Japan with this reflector kind of bollard thing. I can guarantee I have not been here, so don't expect a 5k. Yikes. I hope this is not Taiwan, surely not. Fire system. Rice growing country. Here's a sign anyway, this could be useful. Awainaka. I'm not familiar with it. On the 5, or the E2A, the 161 and the 5. Mimasaka. It's kind of mountainous. I like these small gardens, they're cool. I don't think they're commercial, probably just growing for home use and things like that. Yellow plates, it should be fine for Japan. The 5 and the 161. Scanning for roads again. Is the 8, the 1, the 4. No, the 5 will be on Okinawa or something. The 4. The 8 again. I'm looking for the 5 or the 161. The 4 is quite long. I wonder if it's Hokkaido. Here's the 5. Iwanaka. The 5 goes all the way up here. Presumably all through Hokkaido. Where's it going now? Lost it. Up here. And here. Along here. It's probably... here we... No, that's not it. Akagawa. Oinaka. I don't see it, but it's probably going to be a fairly good guess, surely. If I go down here. Oh my god. Nearby Kobe. Yeah, here's the 5 and the 161. Oh my gosh. Sometimes countries have got to get a grip with their road numbering. That is disastrous. Got the right country though, so that's nice. 1,000 kilometres away. 1,000 kilometres away. On the 5. A5. Not the 5, obviously. Not the correct 5. But it was on A5. There's a whole bunch of numbers you can use. Like, well, I can't think of any offhand, but there's a lot of numbers that could be used. Hanover Security. Silver something. It's got emergency ambulance. Silver Oaks mine. Okay. So it's a mining town. Somewhere in... is that a flag? No. Somewhere in the world. Driving right. Yellow centre lines. So it's Canada or the US. Presumably. I wanted to see that sign, but it's disappeared. That's annoying. So where would mining be? What's this look like? I kind of assumed the US, but I don't know that to be true. That's no help. I guess it's a mining truck. I don't know any plates anyway, so for US or Canada. I was actually thinking, come on, flag, US flag. What's this flag? Above ground swimming pool there. Very cool. Vietnam. Something. Don't know what that's in aid of. Probably an ex-vet or a veteran or something. Got some lawn furniture. If it rains there, gotta dash out and take it back inside, I think, because it's porous. I think it's technically living room furniture that they've put on the lawn. Nice setup though. Looks like they're getting a delivery, or they work for FedEx. That doesn't really narrow it down. So mining in the mountains here. I kind of get a southern vibe for the US. Where do they mine? I do not know. Texas. I don't think it's Texas. Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia. How about that? Wow. 250. It was West Virginia. Not too bad. Pretty happy. What about this mine? What was it? We're nearby Cabot, August, Sylvester, Garrison. Let's see them. It was coal mining, really. Big Coal River. I guess there's a fair bit of coal mining in Australia still. Less and less call for it. But, oh yeah. So I just noticed that the 4th of July is coming up. So probably on the 4th, I might do a US stream assisted with Plonket to try and get some good US guesses. Get a little knowledge, because I don't have too much knowledge about the US. And there's a special map. I won't do the streaks map because I kind of like to get scores. I'll find a nice US map. This is Poland. Smeagol. Oh wow. I like when Poland has information, it has a lot of information. So it's got the bollards and the giveaway sign, the language, which is in this case pretty easy to get. They've got a pole, do they? A holy pole? They do. All we're missing is the Polish L somewhere. Got a bus shelter here. Hello. Let's check this one out. I think it's got recycling as well as regular rubbish. It's got an entryway. I like this little panel I've got in the front here. It's a question. Jack Posbis C. Dlugau? I hope that's not... Should I translate that? Probably not. This is really nice. It's kind of an old one, I think. The roof needs a bit of a clean. Structurally, it's pretty sound after all these years. It could be 5 years old, I have no idea, but it looks like it's got some age to it. I'm not sure if this is the timetable up here. But I do like this divider here. It doesn't really provide any privacy. I'm not really sure. I guess it's structural more than anything else. They've maximised the seating. The red colours, the patina on that is lovely. Look at this. I need to empty the bin. I'll give that 8 points. I like that one. A little small, I guess. There's something about it that's not quite right, so I can only give it 8 points, but very nice. A little rundown, I guess. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or something like that. I was wondering if I could find Smeagol. Probably not. Just plonk middle, just in case, nearby Plock. Pila Smeagol. Don't really have a vibe on what region I'm supposed to be looking at here. I'm not going to scan for 2 minutes, don't worry. Slupsk. That's not it. I actually don't know what the L with a dash through it, how that's pronounced. Gotta check the borders. I always miss the borders. I have a feeling Smeagol's too small to scan for it. There's look now. Oh no, look how. Yep, I'll just plonk middle, nearby Plock. Great plonk, 185 kilometres away. Where was Smeagol? Smeagol. Yeah, that was a tricky scan. Not to worry, 4,500 points. 20, man, I haven't cracked 21, I don't think, today. Okay, I'm just going to exit out. Actually, maybe I'll close down GeoGuessr, reopen it. See if my streaks are on there. And as I'm playing a community world, whoop. There we go. And Wolfie the One, sorry, I just noticed that you followed 9 minutes ago. I appreciate that. Edging ever closer to 1 million followers. Okay, I've got my streaks on now. I got the last. Okay. Unfortunately, this is Brazil, surely. Got some amphoras or something in the street here. Regionally, Brazil. I do not have. Is that a toucan? Could be near the Amazonas. Yeah, I think I missed out on some street. At least for Poland, I did. So I'm at least on one. Arenaopolis. So all these opolises are near. Well, not all of them. I've proved this before. But there's a bunch of opolises nearby. Brasilia. This one is Arena. There's Annapolis. That's not it. It's Arenapolis. Okay, scan for Arenapolis. Doesn't ring a bell. There's Mutinopolis. Palmyropolis. New Rome. Maybe I should just plonk it here. This is what I did last time. I just plonked it here nearby the opolises, and it did not work out well for me. It was miles away down here somewhere. So the toucan kind of leads me to think nearby the rainforest. But I'm going to stick to my theory of the opolises. I'll hedge rainforest. Okay, kind of. 743. Building the streak of 1. I think the official streaks have only got 13, but wondering if this is the US. No. Why have a tiny sign in the middle of nowhere that says Filtraciones P16? I guess it's infrastructure for, it's like pipes or something like that. Is that a Spanish no hunting sign? No, it's just another small sign. This could be an Italian car from the 60s. That's a really cool sign. I've not seen that before. It must be like a whole bunch of aged signs in the middle of nowhere that never get replaced. Peligro. I'm pretty sure. He's touching the wire. No wonder. Peligro is Spanish. It's probably Italian as well. Man, there's some old signs here. Maxima. This is probably Spain. Surely. I don't know about the mountains. I'll be pretty disappointed if I guess Spain and this is Italy. Because the car looked like a classic 60s Italian car, sports car. To my mind. It's got like stuff growing on the power lines. What a weird, odd place. It's kind of like Kakadu in Australia, in the north of Australia. Let's check out this sign. It's nothing. Just windy road. Yeah, regionally I have no idea. I'm guessing it's Spain. Could be Italy. Is there anything that jumps out at me? Pamplona, no. Maybe this region. Parque Natural del Cadí-Muxero. some camping nearby. It was Argentina, what an idiot. It didn't occur to me. Northern Argentina. That's insane. This is in Salta. 21 points. Lost my streak at 1. Probably didn't need to add the streak counter. It's a nice fresco. In Russia, presumably. Possibly, it's got a pipeline. Could be Ukraine. I don't know. Let's check out this picture. It's a nice rural scene. Someone on a canoe about to hit a mine by the looks. Or maybe they've just dumped some trash in the river. It's like a teepee. Not sure what imagery they're going for there. I'm going to guess this is Russia. That seems like the vibe. Or could it be Kazakhstan? What about the plates? I only know Kyrgyzstan with the red plates. Man, I feel like I'm going to screw this up somehow. I think I'll just go Russia. Don't know where though. I'll go west. How far west? All the way. Most of the way. I'll go most of the way. Nearby Yakutsk. Okay. Not exactly. 2,875. Picked up 1,000 points there. But did begin my streak again. This is probably South Africa, I hope. It could be Lesotho with the mountains and such. Should I go there? I think I'll go nearby. What direction is that? South. I'll go north. Whoops, wrong continent. North of Lesotho. Oh, it was south of Lesotho, but not too bad. 398 kilometres, 4,000. Not getting any close to that 24k. Expedition Wormser. I thought this is German. I meant to check that sign. It probably just says, ooh, that's Cyrillic. This is a cool old van. Maybe not that old. Looks like a Brinks van or something. Got the bollard, which certainly could be Russian. No Adidas gear. Back-to-back Russia's kind of harsh. I think that's the BI, yeah, the BI for Russia. So, I don't know. I'm going to go all the way down here. I had a good guess down here. Well, it's kind of far away. It's like 300 kilometers away, but it's kind of not a bad guess down here before. Or it could be all the way north. It was Ukraine. Fail. 11,000 is getting gradually worse. This is Spain for sure, 100%. It's a cool old building. Probably built in the 70s, I'd say. I'd like a little confirmation that it is Spain. I just was going off the chevrons, the blue ones, which I think potentially they are other places. Hopefully this is not Argentina. I'd be very surprised, but I've been wrong before. What is that? It's like a bin or something. A bollard? A mile marker. I think it's a mile marker with 1 on it, or maybe there's more numbers underneath. It needs a bit of a clean. It's kind of rolling hills out to the south. Surely there's a hunting sign or no hunting sign or something around here. A little Spanish. Here's some vineyards. I think I'm just going to drop this in Spain. I could fast travel up here and see if there's some more information, but I don't think so. I think we're just in vineyard country, which is probably, let me think. Malaga? Surely there's some wine country that jumps out here. Barcelona. Hopefully it's not Portugal. It hadn't really occurred to me. I'm just going to go north of Malaga. Kind of okay, 328 away. What was the region? Nothing that I've heard of. I thought it might be a region where a wine's named after it, but nope. 4,189, and there's a little sign here. This is some dramatic mountains like Austria or something. If I saw a bollard, that would certainly help. Is that a country outline? Maybe. Maybe not. I think it's just the region. How about this sign here? Can't really read what it says underneath. Ahoy Jet, how's it going? How are things? I think it's been a while, right? Probably only got another 15 minutes or so here today. Hopefully this is... Let's get some switchbacks here. I'd like to see a bollard. My best guess is Austria here, but don't 100% know. Got some white flowers. I'm pretty confident this isn't Estonia. Like 95% confident. It's probably... Is this low cam? It might be. Maybe this is Switzerland. Fun to bike downhill. Sure. Unless there's a car coming the other way. Can't quite make that out. Kind of looks Spanish, which I'm going to back away from that. It's got a leaf here, or something, some smudge. That's probably a matter. I'm not familiar with it. I think it's dangerous to learn a lot of leaf matter and car matter. Well, it's not dangerous, but it'll get... maybe we should fast travel. Oh, here's a sign. Hang on. Prat de la Combe via Tour d'Amun. That didn't help me any. It is like Italian. Just a bit shy about Italy. But when the coverage gets... Is that an aqueduct? I'm pretty sure you're right. I hope it's not a neighbouring country. Just borrowing Italian for some reason. For no reason. For some reason. Vende. For sale. So, I guess the options are, which I kind of screw this up all the time. Last time, I thought it was over here. And it was all the way over here. I'm going to stick to east. Screwed me. Again. All the way west. That always happens. France. I think maybe there's some indications that it was bordering France there. They're very close to the border. I did get a border vibe, like it might have bordered with Italy or kind of bailed before we got to a plate. It's in Indonesia. Got the hairdresser here. I wonder what the price for a haircut is. Normally I shave my own head, but there was a place nearby where I used to live in Ho Chi Minh City. They had 70,000 dong haircuts, which is like $5 Australian dollars, probably about $3 $3.50 or something. I don't know where in Indonesia this is, but it's very dry. And for that they'd cut your hair and wash it and give you a head massage. $5 Australian dollars, what a bargain. Yeah, I heard about the new Vietnam coverage. I had a bit of a go at it. I was struggling to crack 10k on that. There wasn't too much. Well, the maps I went on, which I think was AI generated, and some other like generic Vietnam map, which had about 1 million in there. So they just selected, I guess, the whole of Vietnam. It had a lot of rural stuff, which is very difficult to get. Urban, I think, I could do okay. Normally there's stuff to read, urban-wise, which would give it away. I think there's the ocean out here to the south. I don't think this is Sulawesi. Maybe it is. Or is it Kalimantan? Gonna have to... Maybe I'll just go south here. Nearby Pangkalan Bun. Oh, it's all the way north. On a small island here. Tarakan Island. I kind of got the right vibe, but completely the wrong end. But I'm kind of keen for my wife to have a shot at it in a video, or I doubt she'd do a live stream, but she might do a video for YouTube, because she is a school teacher. But smartly, during the school holidays, she used to do tour guiding or guided tours, so she could travel and pick up a little money at the same time. And so she's travelled all around Vietnam a lot of times. And she's from the north. It's like mountain country, terraced rice fields and things like that. Very picturesque. I've never gone, unfortunately. One day, it's a metal pole. I thought this would be Uruguay or something. Maybe it's Australia. That's concerning. Or New Zealand. Let's have a look here. This is Australia. Let's double check the bollards. Yes. In terms of where, I don't know. This is very stressful, getting Australia. So I think my wife could be very good at it. It's difficult to say. Maybe no one will. If you're not familiar with GeoGuessr, I think to come in cold it could be quite hard. Because even now I miss so many clues. Partly because I'm chatting, but also partly because you've got to look at everything when you're new to it. I don't have a vibe on where this is. I'm just going to plonk New South Wales somewhere. Nearby Dubbo? I don't think so. Okay. It's kind of closer to where I live. Tongala, never heard of it. Nearby the athletic fields. 2 athletic fields, quite an athletic place. And the bowls club. So yeah, north of Melbourne. 3,747, that's bad points for a home country. I could have looked around a bit more, got a road number or something, but I am incredibly lazy. Hopefully not Italy again. Nope. Yeah, that's interesting. I know something. It's a bit vulgar, but I think I've got the bird poster here. I'll just check. Hang on. So all birds start with chim, so sparrows chim say. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But chim also means like a male penis. That's only in the north. In the south, chim means the female genitalia. So there's some distinctions between north and south, and it's all very confusing. So I think there is use language-wise, and there's a lot of different. What's the word? Ethnic groups. I think this is just Russia. Don't know whereabouts with the pines. There's a lot of different ethnic groups. Yikes, that was a bad guess. Yeah, chim is used both, but for like opposite gender. For the euphemism, yeah. Which I think for like Sesame Street, Big Bird would be Chintoa, which also means big penis. I guess it's all context mostly. I don't know where we are here. Hopefully, are they cattails? I think so. I like my favourite. Oh, there's two things I like. I like that cat is con meow, or con meo, technically, but con meow. Because it sounds like meow. And when something surprising happens or bad happens or whatever, the expression oi oi oi, you hear it a lot. It's like, oh my gosh. But it'd be shortened to like ois oi oi. So many variations on it depending on the size of the surprise. I have no idea where we are here. I wonder if this is New Zealand actually. But I think in the north it's choioi, which is not as fun. Choioi. So you can definitely tell where someone's from based on the accent. Is it Argentina maybe? It's an unblurred plate. I'm not familiar with the unblurred plate. I think Argentina is probably fine, right? It kind of looks like the round I had earlier and screwed up, which was kind of north in Argentina. Nearby Taco Pozo, maybe. Okay, it wasn't exactly, it was nearby Cordoba, but yeah, that's kind of a bad guess. At least I got the country, so I'm pretty happy with that. Extended my streak to 6. Actually, last time I checked, maybe yesterday or the day before, this is right on the equator. I'm on a community world at the moment. It looked like it hadn't been updated for Vietnam. Cool recognition for the Google card there. It's Indonesia again. It looks like it's right on the equator, just based on that satellite dish. Oh no. Karen Palu Mandi. I wonder if that's a small island. I don't know. Kind of has small island vibes. It doesn't really. I wonder about Kalimantan. Or, no, I'm not going to go Sulawesi. I'm going to go south. Kalimantan. Sandpit. Yikes. Not anytime soon, but one day I'm going to look at region guessing Indonesia. Just need a little bit more time. Wish my parents didn't use Spanglish and instead just Viet. I'm so envious of my daughter because she's going to grow up bilingual. I wouldn't say Vietnamese is like super helpful because it's only spoken in Vietnam mostly. Although there are a lot of Vietnamese expats all over the place in Western countries, but it's so easy to pick up two languages when you're young. I haven't even attempted to learn Vietnamese. One day, this is Denmark, maybe. It's got cyclists. This is kind of cool cobbled road as well. I hope this is Denmark. I wasn't sure about the bollard. I'm just so confused about bollards at the moment. Verboten or Verboten? No, Verboten. This is probably Germany. It's like a German bollard. It's like where Hansel and Gretel came from. Something like that. I thought there was tractors, but I think they're like little go-karts. There's an inverted hills hoist. And somewhere to sit and watch the soccer, the football, I guess. I'm going to go for Germany here. Somewhere down here, south of Stuttgart. It's all the way north. Gosh. My vibes are off today. And now, snow coverage nearby a lake, I'd guess. This is kind of curious. I wonder if they keep like a meat locker or something. Or a food store, like a cellar, an outdoor cellar. I should know this. It's probably Greenland or something, but I do not know who they are, and I do not know for sure exactly where we are here. The architecture is very striking. I think I'll just... Surely if it was Iceland, they would have stuck a bollard somewhere by now. It's a bit slushy here at the intersection. Oh, here's a street sign. That would be maybe useful. Ahoy Biggs, how you doing? Just about to finish up. Hopefully. Yep, the weather's nice outside. I think take the baby for a walk. Hopefully. It looks a bit miserable. I have no idea why someone lives somewhere like this. I guess the job opportunities. I think I'll go Greenland here. It's probably good for a streak anyway because it's going to be Denmark. Oh my gosh. Was Canada? That was always a risk. I didn't see the hotel stay by the sea. It's kind of a bit misleading, like a beach holiday, but it's not exactly that vibe. I haven't actually had a round there before. Lost it a streak of 8. Disappointing. Now this could be... what's the long dashes? Norway or Finland? I keep forgetting. Not Sweden. MoneyGas94, how's it going? Man, everyone's joining. Very cool. Oh, I missed the playground. I had to do a review on the playground. Everyone's joining just as I'm finishing up, unfortunately. But just in time for a terrible guess here. With these longish dashes. Thanks for the follow as well. Money. Nickname Money. Man, I must be so close to 1 million followers on Twitch now. Probably 68 or 9, I think. Oh, here we go. Got a bus shelter. This is much nicer. Rustic. Oh, it's not a bus shelter at all. It is. It's got some lock boxes in there. For people's mail or something. That's a kind of cool multitasking bus shelter. I like the wood, I like the staining on the wood, I like this Edging. They've made a lot of effort. There's no bin, I don't think, unless there's one inside. I don't think it even has a seat. Functionality-wise, this is 5, but it's very, very attractive. Style points, I give it 8. Average out at about 6.5 on that one. I think this is Norway. I'm just going to plonk it there. Got no real clue. Yes, that was kind of an average plonk, 289 kilometres away. Okay, one more game, and then I'm going to finish up for the day. And man, I always regret it when I say one more game. Yellow centre lines. This is Mexico, I guess. I think that's a chubby arrow for Mexico. It's kind of odd that they didn't put the black border all the way through. Backing away from my Mexico thoughts here. Like Bolivia or something, based on the hills. I think some of this. Nice to finish with an average plonk. Got a mix of there we go. Look, it is Bolivia. This is typically Bolivian. Very happy about that. A mix of cows and sheep, which you don't see often. I guess they're shepherds. They still exist. Where is Bolivia? I don't know where though. Maybe nearby Cochabamba. 222, 4.4. Not exactly the closest guesses. This is Australia, is it? Yikes. It is. Well, I'm not in Australia, but I do know that Verity Winter is in Australia. So I should really cede this guess to her. At least sheep again. It's probably New South Wales. Yunga. Not familiar. I think this is Australia, not Peru. Unless you're talking about the last round. Yeah. I think Bolivia with the I don't really know the word for it. Denuded hills, rolling hills. Sometimes they have snow on them. But the Bolivian style of dress is really distinctive. Although I did screw up Peru the other day. I think it was some indigenous people. Agapanthers, really? I didn't know about that. Maybe this is Queensland. You see them a lot in Queensland. It's somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It's very flat. I think I'll just go southern Queensland. Oh my gosh, it was Adelaide. Hopefully there wasn't a Stobie pole there. Otherwise, Zigzag will hunt me down and kick me in the shins. Yellow centre lines again. Man, there's a little delay, which is like hilarious. Not Queensland Road. But Australia, I think, is quite hard. I wonder if this is the US. Yellow centre lines. I haven't had US in a long time. Although I think on the 4th of July I'm going to do a stream just on a US map. Try and get better at the US. It's kind of like a barn for the Pennsylvania Dutch or something. I should probably just start plonking because I've got to hang out with the baby. It's the highlight of my day. Other than hanging out playing GeoGuessr. Go Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, outside Harrisburg. There's actually some elevation here by the looks. It's probably not a great guess. Ooh, that was Canada. Yikes. And now, there's trash there. I doubt this could be Japan. Surely not. It's probably Taiwan. Not to infer that Taiwan has a lot of trash, but I just get that vibe. It's a mountain stream. I think that's probably fine for Taiwan, hopefully. Up here. Not quite. 69 away. No comment on that. Streak of one. Man, really not crushing the streaks. It says Brazil-Leste. It could be bait. What am I up to? This is the last one for the day. Let's make it a shocker. It says Brazil here as well. I feel like they're trying to troll me here. Agro pet. I'm not actually sure if there's Portuguese here or Tem is Portuguese. I think. What about the plates? My brain is completely fried. I don't even know what I'm looking at the moment. Maybe this is Brasilia. That would be great for a last guess of the day. Feminino and Masculino. I don't know that this is Brazil. Yes, it is. Okay, fine. I'm just going to plonk this in Brasilia. I'd be very happy if it's correct. Ecstatic. It was not. Okay. 1,457 kilometres away in Passo Fundo, nearby the ID Hotel. Let's view the results. They're not pleasing reading. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. For anyone on Twitch, I will hunt down a raid somewhere. Maybe I have to do it on my phone. Not sure where all my controls are. Well, it's analytics, communities. I have to do it on my phone. Got Pat GTV, CW Country Streaking. I like the look of that. Anyone else? Thank you very much for watching along. I'll be back.